All right. Peace and love, family. What's going on? It's your boy, Mario Quinn, and we are here with yet another episode of the Level Up Podcast, episode 89. Oh, my God. We are so close. We are so close to 100, family, and we're so excited. It's been a dope Monday so far, very productive. We got a lot of really cool things in the works. Just, stay on our social media. You'll see. We got a lot of cool shit coming out. But I'm joined today, of course, with my wonderful co-host, my boy Rizzy Reek. How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling great, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling fantastic, man. It's been a good day, really.
Yeah. It really is. Like, we have a couple rough weeks with the podcast.
Right.
But I'm glad we're back, with our guests and start 89 off, getting to 100.
You know what I'm saying? And the family too. Yeah, we apologize. We haven't been on in a while. We just had trouble with booking. Sometimes things come up, people don't show up or keep their word. But hey, we're still here. We're going to keep grinding. But
always.
Without further ado, I'd like to introduce our very, very special guest, my homie SGE DayDay. I was going to say Jay, bro. I was fucking up. How you feeling, brother?
Good, how y'all?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you for coming, man. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for being patient with us with the setup and everything like that.
Sure.
It's a tough time, trying to get everything together, but you stuck it out, so I appreciate you, G.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you.
Absolutely. But for the folks who might not know who you are or what it is that you do here in the city, can you just let the people know who you are and what it is that you do, brother?
Yeah, my name's SGE DayDay. I'm a recording artist, producer, and engineer.
Okay.
I'm an engineer. That's it. That's
really okay. So now I know. I'm assuming SGE is an acronym for something. What does that stand for, bro?
Spade Gang Entertainment.
Spade Gang. So tell me about that. Like, how did that come about?
Well, the name came together from my uncle that passed. His nickname was Spade.
Okay.
So it's really like a family thing.
Okay.
Majority of my family do music.
Right.
So it's like all entertainment.
Right.
Everybody do entertainment.
That's dope. So growing up in like a family of music, that's a blessing, right? Because you're constantly surrounded by creative energy.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And you're absorbing that. And I like me being a creative, and I got kids and stuff. And like me and my wife, we really try to like pour that into them, like not force it, but just have them around it a lot. But in terms of like music, I mean, you do a lot. You're an artist. You're producer, engineer. Like what got you to the point outside of like growing up in a musical home to be like, I want to take this music thing seriously?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
That's a good question.
Thank you.
I don't know. I've really been through a lot of stuff, so I started off by producing. Like I was just on the computer playing around. I found FL Studio and I thought it was a game. And it just was fun. Then I learned how to make beats. But when I actually learned how to structure and put everything together, and I started hearing my dad and my uncles and them recording and seeing what they was doing, I was like, oh, I could do that too.
Right.
So I started doing it.
So you kind of had like a what's that called? Like a blueprint of like what to do. Right.
But I never took it like serious. I was just like, all right, it's a hobby. Then I started rapping because when I started rapping, I was stealing all my dad's beats, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I didn't got like,
man, you had the free beat catalog right there.
I got like 30 beats that he didn't buy. Like,
right. Didn't use shit. Right.
But then everybody around me was like, you really hard. Like, you should do something with it. I was like, yeah, it's just for fun, dude.
What age did you start? Like, I know you said your family line does music. Like, I know they probably had to push you like to do music just a little bit. Like, what age would you say that you started at when you wanted to do music?
Like when I first started wanting to do it,
like, all right, bet.
Or want to take it serious.
I guess both.
Yeah, both. For real.
I first started
talk about that
really
time
doing music like around 7, 8.
That's amazing.
Like one to try.
That's amazing, bro.
That's what I'm saying. For me, it took me like when I was like probably like 12 to 14. But that at young, like I hear a lot of people like start young, and that's what's up. Like, talk about it a little more.
It's it makes stuff different, really. Like it was hard for me to express stuff when I was younger, and I ain't play sports. Like I was one of them kids. Like my mom would let me out the house, but I was always in trouble, so I couldn't go outside the house. Like so, I had to figure something else out to do in my free time because I'm always getting in trouble outside.
Right.
So it's like that made me want to really do music and paying attention to it more. Like I can't do nothing else.
Right.
I could just sit in here and be on the computer all day and make beats since I can't go outside.
Right. So it was an outlet, you know, to keep you out of trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like that's funny because like most, especially like black boys, like, you know, it's like sports is like the common thing, right? We all want to ball, you know what I mean, play football, whatever ball you want to play, you know what I'm saying? And so it seems like it's very common, but it's actually the opposite. There's a lot of kids who don't play sports or want to even play sports.
Yeah, I wanted to play. I just was in trouble too much.
Right.
So it's like,
I was getting into shit.
Like, man, I
probation.
wanted to go play. I was actually trying to go play college, but I couldn't go play college because I didn't go to actual high school. Like, I dropped out of school as soon as I was supposed to go to high school.
Oh,
like,
wow.
So I just was like,
what sport?
Football and basketball. I was good at both.
Okay.
He could have been in the NBA or the NFL for real.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still young. He got time.
He got time.
Nah.
He's like, I'm good.
Music, my passion.
I'm good. So yeah. So that's another really good fact. So you started your own entertainment company or label. You know, like what was that process like? I mean, that how old are you? If you don't mind me asking. 20. You're 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? Very young. You know what I mean? A lot of people your age aren't very entrepreneurial in nature. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to like take those steps. Like, how were you able to take those steps to be like, you know what, I want to get a business together. You know what I mean? I want to be an entrepreneur. Like, what was that spark for you?
It was just really looking around my surroundings and like the people around me. Like, majority of the time I looked around the people that I'm around and like my mother and father. I'm like, you guys is working so hard. And it's like, it don't seem like we're getting nowhere, but it do at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
I'm like, if I'm young and I could chase my dreams and make myself an entrepreneur while I'm young, then when I get older, my kids won't have to go through the same thing I went through.
You could teach them some stuff too. They could be advanced. I know.
Right. That's peace, bro. Hey, I'm gonna give you a couple of slow snaps because that's dope as fuck. You know, and I commend you, bro. Like, you know, I'm 35. Like I said, I don't need a lot of young people that are like mentally strong enough and like have that to even have that thought to be like, look at my parents, man. Look at what they did for me. Like that takes a level of maturity that a lot of folks your age don't have yet. You know what I'm saying? It's not their fault either. I'm not trying to hate on nobody. Okay. That's dope, man. So let's talk a little bit about this music career of yours. Okay. So you got Spade Gang Entertainment. You got a few artists on the label.
Yeah, I got SGE Vaughn.
Okay.
That's my little brother. I got Baby J, and I got Yeti Set Go.
Okay. Ooh, I like that Yeti Set Go. That's hard. Yeah.
SGQ, and then Spango Bandman.
Okay.
When did your label start? Like, when did
we really just started. Like, we really started taking music seriously, really in December.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Like I basically just dropped the album and told them like me and my uncle was like, everybody gotta go. And then he was like, January 1st is on, and then from there it's just been on.
December was definitely a grind mode because the pandemic. I know everybody was probably working hard, like doing that, like
through the holidays.
Music.
Yeah, I went to Atlanta. And I was trying to take the music seriously when I went down to Atlanta in like June.
And you went down there in June 2020?
Yeah, I went down to Atlanta.
I was down there too.
Yeah, I went down to Atlanta, and I was looking around. I'm like, man, I'm about to take music seriously. I'm just traveling right now, and then everybody already telling me to take it serious. I'm like, man, I gotta do something right now.
Right.
I gotta switch my position up.
Right.
And from there on, it's like, I'm gonna figure out how to get the steps together to take it serious.
That's dope, man. So what would you say, like, since that realization you had of like, yo, like I'm down in Atlanta, like everybody around me is like, yo, do your shit, you know, play the game, do what you got to do. Like from that point to now, what would you say has been? I'm gonna ask a 2-part question because I like to ask loaded questions. What would you say has been your biggest challenge, and what is your most significant achievement within that time?
I think my biggest challenge is patience. Patience.
I love this guy. I love this guy, yo.
No, really, because I didn't like I'm one of them I was always the kid that always wanted to chase the money so much. Like, so it's like when I had to learn like I'm gonna be spending money, and then I'm not gonna be able to chase money as much as I wanted to.
Right.
If I start doing this, so that it really was like a patience thing with me too. Like I had to,
because you're learning investment. At the same time.
I had to learn how to level it out and like, all right, take your time. It's gonna come back. It's gonna pay off, and then really like I was like trying to drop when I was dropping music before. I'm like, man, my music's not doing the numbers I wanted to do. Like, cause I really dropped songs like probably when I was like 15, 13, in between 13 and 15, and there was no numbers. Like I had a little fan base, and then I stopped, came back, dropped, and then my numbers was bad. So I was like thinking, I was like, man, I want my numbers to do so much. As soon as I dropped, I'm impatient. So it's like patience is the hardest, and then the achievement was really bringing my whole team together to get everybody to really start doing something.
They're really being on the same page.
Yeah, everybody being on the same page, and we making progress, and we're making progress together. That's all. Like that's all that's mattering right now.
Right. Unity. That's definitely what everybody needs. Like it takes you and me to get the job done. Like it takes a whole village to get something done. Something
a lot of people don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. Like everybody's a little selfish. I understand that because we all gotta do what we gotta do at the end of the day. It's our lives. Right. But we also gotta understand too. Like it definitely take a group of people to make us successful. Like you just can't be you. Like just you can't carry yourself to the top.
You gotta play your part on the chessboard.
Right. Hey, that should be the quote of the day.
You got so much for 20 years old family. Listen to what this young man is saying. He's like, I did all that. So, but commend you for all of it, man. So, like talking about numbers, you spoke about numbers. Now, earlier when we were talking outside, you were talking about a music video. Your first music video you dropped. You said it did some big numbers, 46,000 plus in views. Talk about that, man. What was that like for you? What was that process?
Yeah, how did you feel, man?
I know that felt good. I would have been like, yes.
Felt hype.
Because it was just like I recorded the video, and probably like 3 days after I recorded the video, my grandma had passed. So it's I was like, man, I ain't gonna lie, I was ready like to give up with music, but I'm like, I can't give it up now. I'm too deep now. Right. I was like, man, I'm gonna just drop this video and see what it do. Then I was looking around at everybody else's videos and what they were doing and what they weren't doing, and just mixing stuff together. Like, all right, this is what I want to do. So I was mixing like local artists to industry artists and seeing the different stuff that they was doing. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take from them, then take from them. And then I just used that with my promo and marketing, paid for it, everything I needed to pay for it, just promo it. Once I did my promo and just kept blasting and putting people's faces, they just it's like catchy. The song is just so catchy. If you see it so many times, it's going to stick.
Right.
So what was the promotion method? Like how did you promote? Like you just send it to people, or did you have your team send it out to people?
The methodology of it.
That's what I'm saying. Because promotion, that's a key. Like when thousands of people are tuning into you, you're like, you feel hype. You're like, I got a team behind us to help me. Like,
I think too, though, and I want to make this point while we're live, and hopefully artists are watching, is that he made a really big point about doing his due diligence in terms of research. I think that
even with
just sharing stuff, I could fucking share I've shared my songs hundreds of times.
That's what I'm
hundreds
saying.
Hundreds of times, and I don't got
looking at
46,000 streams on my shit or views on my shit. I think it's taking the time to see what strategies and systems are working. Which I tip my hat to you, bro. That's dope. Like no one's thinking that way. Like, yo, let me look at what local artists that I find who are dope are doing, and let me look at what they're doing in the industry and try to find my lane within that. I think that's done smart,
that's
bro.
Smart,
done smart. I'm sorry.
And I wasn't even thinking about that, analyzing the music videos and looking at that and seeing what people do and don't do. Like that's
because everything's an algorithm. So once you figure out you gotta figure out how to finesse the algorithm.
Right.
So once you figure out how to finesse the algorithm and then figure out how to what's the word? I don't want to say finesse people. Right.
It is what it is.
It's
get their attention.
Get their attention.
yeah,
That's what it is. You
yeah.
want to get people's attention. Like I know some people that do YouTube, and they told me, like, just from me seeing what they do with the YouTube is a whole bunch of clickbait and like they what's it called, the thumbnails matter the most.
Right.
I was like, all right, so you gotta get people's attention. You 9 times out of 10, if you don't get people's attention within the first 10 seconds,
right,
it's over.
It's like they scrolling
they're not gonna pay attention.
Right.
So you gotta get their attention within that first 10 seconds. And you could do that every single time.
Right.
It's a hit or miss.
Right.
That's our generation. We do that.
Yeah, I think it's dope. So what? Speaking of generation, that's so funny. It's so weird how everything is synchronized right now. No. I'm not trying to go negative with it. But in terms of like the use of technology, you know, like I feel like it's been extremely beneficial. And I love the way that it's moving, the way that social media is moving and stuff like that. What do you find is like the best thing about the way like technology is moving, especially for independent artists and people who are trying to get, you know, themselves out on their own? You know what I mean?
You have to travel, but you really don't have to travel to really get your music where you wanted to get it to.
Right.
So like, since we're over here, we wanted to get our music out to people in Cali. We could just do it through social media easily.
Right.
That's really the benefit of it. You don't have to travel so much to do stuff now.
It's just like, the access of the information is just so instant. Yeah,
it's instantly right there whenever you need it. That's
what's up, man. So, dope, man. So you just dropped a deluxe to Gangsta Baby.
Yeah.
Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
So explain that. So it's Gangsta Baby's the album, I'm assuming, and the EP is the deluxe version, or is that like another album?
The EP is what I just recently dropped. That's a whole new fresh thing.
Okay. Okay. So it's not.
Yeah, it's not together.
Okay.
Was that Eternal Storm?
Eternal Storm.
That's my fault.
Yeah. Talk about that. Like, what was the process behind that?
I just came back from LA and I was like, I need to switch my strategy up again. Right. So I'm just balancing everything out. Like every time I go out of town or I be moving around so much, I be out of town so much, I be always seeing other stuff that I'm like, maybe I need to switch this up and see how this goes. Trying error so I could know what to do the next time I drop something. So it's like when I dropped Gangsta Baby, the album, I just dropped it like nobody knew I dropped it. So I had to build it up to
get that following and that attention. Yeah.
I ain't had no fan base or anything when I dropped that. And then now I got the fan base. I was like, I could drop just whenever I want to, but I'm gonna promote it before I drop it. So I just did 6 songs on it. I started it on Sunday and I just dropped it. What was yesterday? Sunday.
Damn, you wait.
You dropped it yesterday.
You
started Sunday and dropped Sunday. A week.
Oh, within a week. Okay. I'm like, bro.
I was say, yo,
he's crazy with
like,
it, yo.
Damn.
This nigga.
Oh, I did it.
This nigga started. He started it at 9 a.m. Was done by 9 p.m.
I work like that.
That's what's up, bro.
I really work like that. Me and my one of my friends when I was younger, we did a 20-track mixtape in one day.
That's work
like
ethic.
15.
I'm so proud of you, bro.
If you got that passion,
I don't mean to be old man in you right now, but I'm so
that.
proud of you, bro. Like that shit is amazing.
Right. It's wonderful how like everybody like young nowadays, like we're just all entrepreneurs trying to just learn our crafts and perfect with that.
I mean, there's just a level of like dedication, man, and I think, and I mean, you can answer this question. Do you feel like your level of work ethic and like dedication and stick to itness, does that come from, having the opportunity to travel, to see other things and have a different perspective of the industry? And I would also give credit to your managers over here, and your uncle.
Yeah,
your
my
uncle.
managers.
You know what I'm saying? Like what is that drive? What do you think that driving force is? Is it from like a mixture of like, I'm traveling and seeing things outside of this Pittsburgh realm in the people that surround you, or do you think it's something else?
It's really the people around me. Like still to this day, music just is like a hobby to me. It's just like something I like doing.
Right.
I learned I could use my music and as a stepping stool to get me where I want to be at and do what I really want to do.
Right.
But I'm gonna just take my time with it because it's a hobby at the same time.
Right. Right. I mean, you got, and then you have to love it too. You know what I'm saying? So I was about to say that's one bad. Erica said that's one bad brother. What up, Big Reg? Big Reg is on here. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Yeah, that's the homie.
He was on the podcast.
He go there. That's the homie, yo, man. Big shout out to you, Big Reg. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So, I'm looking at my list of things just to make sure I don't miss the question. So you recorded the EP in a week, or like got it recorded, done, dropped it within a week of the start.
I made the cover art, the beats,
yeah,
and recorded it, and engineered it all within a week.
That's what I wanted to talk about. Wow. What is it like? Okay, like what is a day in the studio like for you? I mean, you're not only are you writing lyrics.
I don't write.
You don't write. You freestyle.
All freestyle.
All freestyle.
How long? What's
throwing my pen? I just threw my pen over there.
Like,
who is it?
What
can you do? Keep it over there. I'm mad. What?
You can freestyle off the top, bro. Like it's nothing.
Yeah, like I punch in a lot, but
okay, that's cool. I like punching
but still,
I feel it.
It's like it depends on my mood. Like some days I could just go straight in.
Right.
Some days I can't. But it's like most of the time I punch in because I'm a critic of my music. Like I be wanting certain ways to sound certain ways, and certain stuff to sound certain ways.
Right.
Nah, so like, how often do you freestyle? Because I know it takes practice. Like you know how issue. You practice something like people who practice.
Like I've been freestyling my songs for about like 2 years now. So I'm still learning how to do it. Like I'm trying to get as good as freestyling. Like I could just do it like this.
Right. And there's a full 16 type
every single time.
Yeah.
So it's like the recording process is, it's like, and I record myself, so it's like it's kind of faster.
Yeah.
So you're like, so you don't even use an engineer for yourself?
No.
He said I do all of that.
Yeah, I know how to mix and master and everything.
That's insane. So how long did it take you to learn all that?
Right.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I just really learned it within the last year. Like I've been learning from when I was little, but I wasn't really paying attention. But like within the last year, I've been traveling to different studios.
Right. Just seeing different shit. Right.
So I'm like, oh, hold on, I need to get my sound to sound like this.
Right.
I'll listen to local artists. Like I said, I'll listen to local artists.
Right.
I listen to industry music.
Right.
Like, I need mine to sound like this.
Right.
Like I don't want mine to sound like theirs and then sound like theirs. I need mine to sound like
like your own.
Yeah, I need my own sound.
And again, he's going back, family. If you're listening, he's talking about referencing and researching, because that's so important. It's like to understand the climate that you're in.
Study the
you know what I'm saying? If you're going to be in it, you got to understand the climate. What's working? What's hot? You know what I'm saying? So I think even me, bro, and I'm a veteran out here. I still need to work on that, because my wife is like, "You ever heard of Boop Bop Bop Bop?" I'm like, "Who the fuck is that?" She's like, "Is she a new female?" I'm like, "I don't know who the fuck she is." You know what I mean?
I don't know what's going on with the music right now.
Right.
I don't listen to no music.
Right.
When I really be working, I don't listen to nobody else.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I feel I ditto to that, because that is what my problem is a lot of times, is that I'm so focused on what I'm doing between running a business and being an artist. It's like I'm like, bro, I don't even want to listen to shit sometimes. Like sometimes for real, you know, unless it's like one of my favorite artists, like they just dropped something like fucking Big Sean when he just dropped his that long ass project. I had to listen to that.
It's like certain artists that you could relate to.
Yeah,
like,
I had to.
You make music.
Big Sean, I gotta.
I'm still putting tapes and EPs and albums behind. Like,
right.
Moneybagg, my favorite artist. I still didn't listen to none of his music yet. Like the new song I heard was Tiny Day, and that's because it's on the radio.
Right.
I can't listen to no music. Like it's kind of like part of my strategy to get through and finish what I want to finish without trying. Like, because it's like I feel like sound gets imitated,
right?
When you listen to
too much,
too much.
So what would you say? Where's that happy medium at? Like between like researching for yourself, but then not listening to anything. Like how do you?
It's like there's a certain extent I listen to.
Right.
Like really, most of the time I be listening to now is instrumentals. Like I'll just listen to beats.
Okay.
Or like the people around me, if they're rapping or something, I'll be like,
Right,
all
right,
right.
right.
Like when I go to the studio, that's really the only time I really hear people's music, and I'm like, all right,
Right.
maybe if I do this differently,
Mm-hmm.
let me see how this sounds.
Right.
Like just everybody teaching each other, so we all
Right.
learning off each other, like different ways to better yourself as an artist and perfect your craft. Just bad networking.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Then who are like your do you have any inspirations that kind of help you shift your sound, like to make you sound who you sound?
Great segment. That was excellent. Good job, Marie. Yeah, who are your inspirations though? Like,
Yeah. I gotta know, bro. Like, do you have anybody who kind of like how you not imitate, but like kind of help you become you? Like you listen to them and you're like, oh, this give me my
Future. Hard. Can't nobody hate on Future, yo.
That's what I'm saying.
Future's hard,
Future, he makes sound. You can say whatever.
I say the same thing about Drake.
It makes something fire.
Can't nobody hate on Drake.
Yeah,
Drake. Everything he make, both of them niggas, everything they make is fire.
Even that What a Time to Be Alive. That was
but
fire.
I feel like for me, just to give you an idea, like it wasn't until I was trying my best not to sound corny. Because it's like I'm not a nigga who live in the hood, but I'm not a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
It's not me. Like I'm just different. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm not in the streets when I'm rap. You know what I mean? Like so like when I heard like Kendrick and how he put his songs together and how he talked about his environment and the things he saw, it gave me the like, oh, that's how I talk about my experiences without coming off as like fake. You know what I'm saying? Or like coming off as like weak or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, and I don't sound anything like Kendrick. You'd be like, I sound nothing like him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about like how he was able to structure his experiences and his thoughts and all that
together.
Yeah. Right. It's like I took that like, okay, that's a cool way to do it. Another artist, in terms of the writing and the singing ability, nothing else, was Frank Ocean. I just the way he writes and his singing ability, his range, like how he writes about like he could like the Swim Good, like the way he wrote about driving a car into an ocean. I'm like, how did you? It was poetic. Like it was just like so dope to me. So like even like just the new joint that I just wrote.
The one that you wrote like that. I was
that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like the way I wrote it, like I was thinking about Drake and like how Frank Ocean would write, like how Drake would sing it, but how Frank Ocean would write it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was super simple. It was like dumb, simple lyrics that are super repetitive, but I did it in like this like stacked poetic way, and it was really dope.
That's what I would.
Sorry, that was a tangent. My bad.
So
that happens a lot.
So you said Future. Anybody else, or just mainly Future?
I mean, nah, because I really try.
Because you got like listening to the music video when you was outside, like you kind of got a unique sound. You kind of have that singing rap style.
Yeah.
I noticed in your.
Because I like really listen to like on my free time when I ain't around nobody. Like sometimes I listen to R&B music, so I kind of get like that kind of vibe. Like it's like I want, like you said, like the image wise, like I want people to know I come from the streets. That's like that's me. But at the same time, I feel like too many people in the streets be trying to act too tough.
Right.
Like
people because it's not necessary.
Right.
It's
like people be trying to act too hard and out of their body. So it's like a lot of people don't want to be them. So I'm just be me.
Right. Right. Now I think being authentic is it's the new cool. I think I'm hoping that folks are starting to see that. It's like, I mean, listen, if you ain't being yourself, you're losing, bro.
Social media got their
minds
twisted.
Period. Be yourself. Trust me, bro. I tried my whole life, like especially when I was in high school. From high school to until I fucking graduated high school, bro. That whole time was me trying to figure out who the fuck I was. And faking it, bro, and that what faking got me? Fights, expelled from school, jail, dumb shit, bro. But luckily, I had mentors and stuff like that where I was able to bounce back and move out of. I had to move because I'm from Buffalo, bro. I had to move, like not that I was doing that much crazy stuff, but like the dark cloud that I had in that city would probably still be there if I was still living in that city. You
Right.
know, it's like all the cops knew me, bro. Like Lyles, I'm like, fuck, man, I ain't do. I'm at the gas station, bro.
Right.
I didn't do nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, be yourself, man. I was an artsy fartsy dancing nigga.
But we learned
As soon as I was like, as soon as I accepted that shit, like, nigga, yeah, I dance. I'm nice with it too. You know what I'm saying? Look at now, I got a fucking dance studio, nigga. I'm doing podcasts and shit.
Right. What do we say? EA. It's in the name.
It's in the name.
Essentially authentic. That's what you gotta be.
You're so stupid. All right, so since we had a light mood, I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit. I didn't mean to give my life story real quick. My fault, bro. You got me thinking about shit, bro. Because like, I'm just so impressed. Like, I love meeting young people that's just on their shit, bro. It's like a breath of fresh air for me. But so I'm gonna ask my funny question. My funny question is, SGE DayDay. What is your number one no-no? And what I mean by that is like just either a pet peeve that you got or like just on some like on God type shit. For example, on God, if a dog walked through that door, I'm out, fam. Period. Like a big ass dog that I don't know, I'm out. I'm like, nigga, fuck. You see that dog?
or a spider, big
right.
ass spider.
Anything like that, I'm out. I'm out.
If it's crawling down, I'm out.
I don't know, man. I just attention seekers. That's what it be, attention seekers.
Yeah. Or the one-uppers. I hate those guys. You like, yeah, bro, I just came up on some like, bro, I own the bank. It's like, bitch, shut up. No, you don't.
That's stupid ass.
Yeah, I don't like coppers neither. The ones that be people that be like, oh yeah, I be doing this all
the time.
But again, that goes back to just being authentic. Like what are you trying to prove? What are you trying to prove? Like, there's nothing to prove to nobody. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is like you got to prove your worth to yourself.
Yeah,
that's the real secret. You know what I'm saying?
Self-love.
You got to impress yourself. You got to love yourself. That's how you get that higher version of yourself.
Man, you only go out in the world by yourself.
Exactly. You go in this world by yourself. You come out by yourself. You die by yourself.
True.
And that's what. But you know, along the way, you need some people that help you become dope.
Right.
Along the way, along the journey. But that brings me to one of my questions. Like, what do you want people to remember you for? Like, as you go on and around, as you go on this journey, like in life, just what do you want people to see you as? Like the big rapper, the engineer. I mean, I know everything. People usually say like, a little bit of everything, but like, what's your top tier? Like,
I'm gonna cap that off in the sense of like, I want you to think about your legacy. Like,
right.
Like,
that's
what
is
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like
like
if you die, like, what you want people to remember you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, think of legacy. But
think about your
changing the world, man. It's like I want people to be themselves. I want people to feel that genuine love. Like a lot of people struggle, so it's like I want to be able to change the world and help a lot of people. That's really my whole purpose. Like that's what I feel like my purpose is, to help other people. So that's really what I go for. That's what I want my legacy to look like.
Right.
Help people.
That's peace. Do you watch? You know anything about Gary V? You ever heard of him? Look him up, man. Gary V on YouTube. He's a media mogul.
That shit, you and Pat.
I love Gary V, man. He's one of my biggest inspirations, and when it comes to media shit, you know what I'm saying? I got a degree in media, so you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all about it, you know.
I tried to hit him up one time for bro, because he was like, man, I love me some Gary V. I'm like, yo, Gary V, slide on the podcast.
We got to get a couple more views for him to come on, bro.
I want 1 million.
Hey, if anybody watching this is Gary V fans, or y'all follow him, or you might know him, yo, tag him in this shit, man. He need to be on this.
He'll be happy.
I'll be stoked, bro.
I'm
gonna be stoked because I'm gonna ask him all types of questions. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, I'm gonna pass it to Rizzy Reek for the which one you doing today, brother?
This or that.
You doing this or that? Let's get it.
All right. Music or engineer?
Ooh. Wait, that's the same thing.
Like, would you rather perform and do music, like make music, or would you rather be the engineer behind the music?
Okay.
Make the beats.
Better question.
I know what I'm saying. Man.
I'd rather be the engineer.
Engineer?
Yeah, I don't like spotlight.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like spotlight.
That's something different. Ain't that?
Yeah, I don't like spotlight. I told you, I risk whatever I got to do.
Whatever you got to do to get it done.
Yeah.
All right. Are you more of a book person or a phone person? Like, would you like to be on gadgets more, video games, or you like reading and just like researching? Because I know you said you like to research, but like, is it more of like reading, researching, getting information, or is it like
I've been around my phone too much to really like. Now I'll be trying like.
Well, let me
get
get
two of them shits right there. That's the dead ass giveaway.
Let me.
If my man's like
no, it's a personal phone and a business phone.
Exactly. Still got two of them shits.
All right. Well, let me rephrase that. So, would you rather? What helps you like learn? Would you visuals, like looking at something, or reading something?
Both.
But if you had to pick one,
this or that question.
This or that. So
visual because I'm better hands on.
Yeah,
right,
same.
Right. Okay,
same.
That's a good one.
I honestly, bro, I used to love reading. Like y'all ever have like that? Like some people don't get the like you ever watch a show? Like you get into the show, you're like, I can't wait to get to the next part of the show. It's like a lot of people don't get that when they read. I only got that one time when I was reading something. Like I couldn't wait to read the next chapter because the shit ended crazy, and it was like like some sci-fi novel that my mom had bought me or something like that, and it was so good. But any other books, like, excuse me, I'm gonna skim through it. Like if it's like a self-help or how-to or whatever like that, or I'm reading a magazine, I'm speed reading. Like,
what's funny?
But I'm not retaining it. Like funny, I'm excited.
Right, it's funny that like for me, like when it comes to books, like reading books. I'll read books like if I have to, but like reading books is entertaining to me. Like going through it, like reading a story, it really like you take your time and like going on to the next page. Visual, but like like I said, now we live in like in a world where like visuals kind of take over. I like personal visuals, like looking at something like and just be seeing it because it's entertaining. You get to see it.
It's like music when you look at people. Like I listen to a lot of songs. When I listen to the songs, it'd be like, all right, the song's hard,
right?
But when you see the video behind
it,
you
be like, whoa,
yeah. And I think a visual you could take a song that on the radio, it's like, okay, but then the visual come out, you like, that's just hard. It's a vibe. It puts you in that element,
feel like
because like you said, like when you listening into the music, like you're actually reading the words of what they're saying, and when you're looking at the visuals, you're like, oh, this is what they mean. This is their mean. It's like we're reading. You got your own perception of how the story's gonna go. Visual, like they're telling you, like this is my story. This is what I want you to see. All right, okay, that's what's up. All right, one more. Out of all your projects, which one do you fuck with the most?
He said all them shits. I heard him say that earlier. He said I just listened to my shit.
But the one
you mean like that's released or like all together from you making music period?
The release one, we'll start with that. Like all the ones you put out.
Gangsta Baby. The deluxe though, the deluxe.
Sorry, fam. I'm over here vaping all on the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the deluxe.
Deluxe. Yeah.
You have a favorite song on Gangsta Baby? Or do you have one that you can't stop listening to? Like you, I mean, of
I don't
course
even
you
listen to
like,
that shit no more. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't listen to Gangsta Baby online. I only listen to it when people around me listen to it.
Right.
I don't even know what's on mine. I just now literally listened to my EP. I just dropped fully listened to it.
Like really sat down and gave it some thought. Yeah.
I think, but the most song that catch my attention so much is the video. The one I got a video to is Lonely right now.
Okay.
That's the one really.
Yeah, I fucks with that. I liked it. And the visual was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like,
I like how you went to different places.
I love grungy looking stuff. He had the garage with the missing shits in the back.
Yeah,
that shit was hard. I was like, that was hard. He said bad. You gotta get the plants in there, nigga. There's plants around. Get the plants in there.
You ask my managers, I'd be like, I be wanting everything to be a certain way, and perfect, like we'll do our own shit if it don't work for us. I'm like, nah, we got to figure something out, and then we gonna learn. So it's like I be trying to get it as perfect as we could. Really, that's all.
Okay. Respect. Couple slow snaps. Now, I got.
What?
You good?
Yeah.
You gave me that look again. He always give me this look like, oh, nigga, I'm about to talk. You want to talk? It's like, no. So I would like to hear you rap if you don't mind rapping.
That's what I was thinking, bro. That's what I was about to say.
However, before you spit something for us, so we can get time to think about it while also answering the question. Could you, if there was any artists, rather local or celebrity or in an industry, it doesn't have to be celebrities to be in the industry. Who would you want to work with? Like that you think of?
I'm trying to work with everybody, really. Like everybody that's really doing something with their music. There's so many people in the city, outside of the city, that's doing stuff with their music. Like I like a lot of different sounds. Cause like I'll go different like genres and stuff. Like sometimes I'll probably like I really want to listen to country music and more pop music when I get time.
I love me some pop bops, bro. That'd be my shit. I'm like, yo, these shits be good sometime. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, pop music.
Yeah, be good sometimes. You gotta find the right joint. Yeah,
because a lot of them.
Right. I'm like, what the fuck is this
shit?
R&B it'd be the chicks that be having the voice thing. They like, you know what I'm talking about? It's like that.
Oh, they know all.
It's like that.
They know all the good pop songs.
Yeah,
females know all.
Yeah. But yeah, bro. If you want to spit a quick, I'm just gonna be acapella, obviously, because we ain't got the beat set up. But you can spit something that you already got, or you know,
freestyle. You talking about you a freestyle
or something off the dome, just for the people to be able to hear a little bit, so they can go check out Eternal Storm, correct? Eternal Storm it just dropped. So
Eternal Storm.
Yeah, listen to my man SGE DayDay real quick, one time for the one time.
Y'all caught me lacking. I need to smoke.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I told you, bro. No, bro. We got
listen. Protocols.
Protocol.
Hold on, man. I might got something for y'all. Hold on. Let me see this.
Listen.
Okay,
listen. I'm not judging you,
That's
brother.
what I'm saying, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Like for me, I'm a writer, so I like writing and then spitting versus like I feel you on that one. Like versus always just off the dome.
I gotta hear.
I don't know what to say.
I gotta hear a beat. Like I can make my own beat and
like, if you
that. But
come on, Quentin,
do that.
Do the drums.
Hey. That's a basic hip hop beat. That's good.
That's
good.
What we used to do in school.
Ready?
Hold on.
You let me know when you ready. I'll keep that going.
Let me see, man. Let me see.
Let's get it.
No pressure, man.
Yeah,
I don't want you to feel pressured.
Hold on.
That's when you at your best.
Damn, this is old. I'm about to hear something. I don't know what's going with that beat.
Okay. I'm gonna just not beat.
Hold on. I'm trying to read it to make sure it ain't too.
No, it's cool. It get uncensored as our motto. You can swear, say whatever you need to say.
Say what the fuck.
My mama asked me what I'm doing. I'm selling drugs still. Out in the streets, there ain't no love like them. Is love real? That nigga probably about some pig could catch a slug still. Wasn't a shootout at 13. I ain't had no chill. My younger why he like to shoot for fun. And the same nigga say boo scared to shoot a gun. I fucked a stripper at 14, but I ain't shoot no ones. But I was balling off that pat like I could move a bun. Them niggas saying that they love you will probably get you whacked. And I ain't lying, little nigga. I'm just speaking fast. Cause when you in this shit for real, you gotta watch your back. Your closest friends will get you killed for a couple racks.
Oh my god.
I had them hating since a buck, cause they ain't competition. Had all the bitches in my notes without no composition. Was in my bag and getting money, fuck opposition. I fell in love with dead niggas and the politicians. I was always chasing money. I took the bag route. The plug tried to put me on that dog. I threw them bags out. Can't fuck with dog. I took the work and he was assed out. Would have knocked him off if I was up, but I ain't lash out.
What did you say? You fell in love with?
I fell in love with dead niggas and the politicians.
That's such a different way to say that. You know what I mean? That's so dope, bro. Like, wow.
That's when I write. Like when I freestyle, like I'm about to get back into writing so people can really hear.
Because it's like most people say, like they'll say like dead presidents, but he said dead folks and fucking politicians. So you gotta like really think for it. Like, wait, money. I got it.
I say simple punchlines, but like if you really listen and pay attention to it, read between the lines of all the bars, you'll be like, oh, it's deeper than what I'm thinking. I make it simple so it can be catchy. But the words mean so much more.
That's dope, man. That was fire. Very, very dope. I wish we could have had a beat for you or something, a little more.
That sounds fire, acapella.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I stuttering over my words.
You did good, bro. You did good.
It's all good. Well, family, we are winding down. I don't see any questions or comments.
Yeah, if y'all got a question, put it down in the comments.
If you do have a question, let us know before we get off. But before we get to sharing how folks can reach out to you or hear your music and all that good stuff, as I was telling you outside, you're asking what we do here. We are we're a youth-based organization. You know, I'm here for Black and brown kids, using media, music, dance, and visual arts, as well as martial arts, as a vehicle to inspire young people to be their best selves.
Into that.
Yeah, come train with us, bro. We training tomorrow too. Come train with us, bro. We
be produce, engineering, everything.
Bro. We could get involved with that. You know what I mean? But if there are any young people watching this, man, that you can share just a few words of wisdom with, you know, that maybe they want to become a producer or an artist, or, you know, they're just trying to find their way in life. You know, what advice would you give to those young people?
Never give up. Never, no matter what, just never give up. There's going to be a lot of stuff that comes with it. You just got to be able to move through it and keep your mental state right.
Right.
Just go. Yeah. If you keep going, it's going to come.
Right.
You got to manifest.
That's, bro. I was just, bro.
Manifesting.
You took the word. I was like, that is the ingredient to manifesting. It's like if you keep doing something, and like you keep working positively, it doesn't matter, bro. This shit. Nigga, what year was that? In 2013. Nigga, I was my first date with my wife. We was writing business plans. And I was writing a business plan for this shit in 2013. My nigga, been here for 5 years now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just a thought. I was like, dance studio, recorded studio, design shit, media, all together. And my friends was like, that shit ain't gonna work, nigga. I'm like, shut up. I'm like, it's going to.
You speak everything into existence. It always happen. I tell everybody that it don't matter. What you think, you speak it into existence.
It's going to happen.
It's gonna happen.
Well, that's how the universe works, man. The universe doesn't know right or wrong. It just knows what you tell it.
The algorithm.
You feel me? The algorithm. It's the same, bro. The internet is the universe, bro. Whoa. Let me not get too deep. Anywho, Rizzy, do you have any other follow-up questions before we talk about social medias?
No, I mean, basically, like, I got everything, like, you seem like a dope artist, freestyle,
even doper person,
like, yeah, just
very impressed.
Yeah, like just doing everything, like, bro, I feel you, like, on everything, like me, like just being an entrepreneur and like trying to grow and learn as I go, like with engineering and the artistry, insides and outs, bro. It's just like it's a process though, but once you got that drive to do it, bro, right. I feel where your head's at too. Sure. Like you just gonna keep going. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? If like in 5 years, what do you want to be?
In 5 years,
because I mean, like we said, manifesting is key. Like he said 5 years ago, he was thinking about it and he had a business.
5 years, I'm trying to have all my artists on the Billboard.
There we go. That's a great goal.
Put everybody on.
Every single one of my artists on my head.
I love that. That was a selfless answer too. He was like, man, I want all my artists to be on.
Right. I mean, he got the label. You gonna put the artists on.
Yeah, because it's not really about me. Like,
right.
It's really not about me.
Right.
Like I never been like 9 times out of 10. Me like if I used to be stingy, it was because I'm trying to build something.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I don't think people understand something. Like my uncle tell me, my manager all the time, like you gotta get yourself together before you help other people.
True shit.
So it's like that's what I've been doing. But now I could see how I could balance it out.
Right.
My family, my friends, some of the people that motivate me. So I'm really want to put everybody else in the position. I don't really care about me, man.
Right.
As long as I can live and see the next day and see everybody around me smiling, that's gonna make me smile. Cool.
Hey,
that's peace, bro. That's peace. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a couple.
Okay. It's always good to put people on.
No, I mean, bro, that is like. People always like congratulate me for shit that I do here, and I'm not. And my answer is always, you know, I was like, well, man, I couldn't do it without the team. Can't do it without the team because you can't get nowhere without. Like, it's the people that do the shit that I need them to do in order to make this shit a success and work. You know, so you know you got to take care of your people, family. So if you're listening to that, take care of the people around you, the people that support you. You feel me? But before we get off, I want to just give a special thanks to all of our audience members, all of the folks who tapped in today to join us for episode 89 of the Level Up podcast. But before we get out, SGE DayDay, can you let the people know if they want to contact you, they want to listen to your music, they want to collab, they want to whatever, where can they find you on the interwebs, bro?
You can follow me on Instagram at Gangsta DayDay, GANKSTAADAYDAY, and then on Twitter, one SGE DayDay.
Mm-hmm. You on Apple Music or?
Yeah, I'm on Apple Music, SGE DayDay. Everything else is just everything.
SGE DayDay. I'm gonna check you out, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. I'm gonna as soon as we get off, I'm gonna follow you on Spotify and all that good shit.
Right. Yeah, I got a lot of dope music coming. A lot of different artists that's gonna be appearing in my music and stuff too. Like other than outside of my label, I got other artists I'm working with too, and different producers and engineers I'm starting to network more with.
Nice.
It's starting to get nicer. Are you planning on like doing any shows for the summertime or?
Oh yeah, man. I ain't trying to do no shows really here, but
Right.
but yeah, I'm definitely trying to do some shows. Like I want to do some shows here, but it's like the way everything's set up with the venues and all this stuff, and then I look at the energy and stuff. It's like, man,
you gotta perform here.
I got to
for the one time because the energy here be crazy. Yeah, I promise you that.
No, that's true.
Man, I gotta wait till I turn 21.
No,
don't.
Man,
not here. Shit. Oh, you talking about the bars and shit?
Yeah, that's where most of the performances I did.
Right.
Like people wanted me to come to is like 21 and over. So
right.
Like,
that's just why y'all need to change that rule.
Right. Like this. I mean, they don't gotta drink or but they can still have a good time, performing. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's gonna all come together soon.
Right. Where else would you go to? Like, if you wanted to travel, you said like if you wanted to travel to perform, where would you go if they gave you opportunity?
I want to go overseas, really, like London or something.
They be popping over there, bro.
Perform.
So I got the whole vape. My fault.
Yeah, I want to go over there and perform, really.
Right.
But like in the United States, like here, I really want to go to I think in Miami, really.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami's nice.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Miami.
That's one of the spots, like one of my hot spots on my Spotify and everything. Like that's really where a lot of people listen to my music. Miami, and other places in Florida.
Yeah, Florida and Cali seem like the top spots. Like people will usually go, like because like the music scene out there is like expanding. Yeah, it's crazy with the beaches going out there, beautiful women.
I can't say nothing about all that.
I mean,
it's like no. Well, anywho, family, we about to hop off here. He's just gonna be talking about Miami and all this other stuff. It's like no. But before we get off, I just want to give a special thanks to everybody watching. Special thanks to SGE DayDay. Special thanks to my co-host Rizzy Reek. He did good today, y'all. He was out here conversing and talking and inspiring and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It takes me, it takes me a while, to really like talk and say what I gotta say, but at the end of the day, like
you get
my message across.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything I gotta get through every episode. It was dope.
Sure.
Yes. Well, anywho, family, if you want to follow your boy Mario Quinn, please follow me at The Mind of Quinn on all social medias. You can also check me out, Mario Quinn, on all platforms. The EP's The Year of Influence, it's dope as fuck. Also Level Up Studios. You can follow us at Level Up PGH on all social medias. Rizzy Reek.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Rizzy Reek, RZYREIK. Y'all can follow me on YouTube, The Reek Experience, The Reek Show. I'm gonna probably get some more content out for The Reek Show and Reek Experience. Definitely try to get some music videos out for that and visuals. I'm working on new music on the way, so make sure fans check that out. And just give me a chance and I'll give you a reason.
Ooh, that was hard. I never heard that.
That's my
catchphrase. All right, family. Well, this has been episode 89 of the Level Up Podcast. Your boy Mario Quinn, Rizzy Reek, and our special guest SGE DayDay in the building. We out. Peace.